Forage Extension Specialist for the state of Alabama. This month is Forage Month, and today we're going to highlight some of our Extension Specialists, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background and who I am and how I came to be your Alabama Forage Extension Specialist. So I originally grew up in Northwest Georgia in a little town called Calhoun, on a farm that had poultry as its main economic product, but also had cattle as a side business. Growing up, I really honestly did not like agriculture because it required me to get up early every weekend and then work late every evening. And I really did not enjoy that. So when I graduated high school, I actually went to a college where I knew there was no ag program. I went to the University of Alabama at Birmingham and studied biology because I really liked studying and learning about how living organisms function. After 4 years in Birmingham, I very quickly realized that I loved agriculture, I loved being outside, and I couldn't really handle being inside studying small organisms. So after graduating with my bachelor's, I decided to go to Auburn, Cal College, to study more about large animals. While at Auburn, I ended up staying for my PhD and graduating with a degree in ruminant nutrition. I found I really enjoyed it, especially learning how the plants and the animals interact. From there, I traveled the east coast of the country doing several different positions from Tennessee, Georgia, and Pennsylvania before I was given the opportunity to come back to Auburn as the Forage Extension Specialist. Since being hired in 2017, I've really loved my job. I get to work with producers on an almost daily basis, as well as working with other specialists within the state, and also interact with students, both undergraduate and graduate students. And this is what I really love about being your Forage Extension Specialist. So to date, since I've been at Auburn, there's two things that really tie for being the most rewarding experience. The first one is working with producers where I get to work with them from the ground up. So several times I've been called in to work with producers from when they're trying to develop a plan and plant forages, determine a grazing management plan, and then when I get to go back and see them with cows or other livestock and see them being successful, it's really rewarding. I'm so glad that I get to be a part of that producer's journey. I also enjoy working with students and seeing them have those enlightening moments. So I work a lot with undergraduates and graduate students in our program, and I really get to see a student that's really naive to forage systems really grow to appreciate what forages are and become a lover of forages. This really makes me happy and keeps me coming back to my job every day. So for me, the most important thing I can have as an educator and a mentor, I think, is helping my students become productive members of society, be that in the forage world or not. Since being at Auburn, I started the Undergraduate Forage Quiz Bowl, and that's been a great experience for me to work with a variety of undergraduate students from around the college. And I've really enjoyed seeing them. When they first come to me, they don't even know what forages are. And I see them mature and take responsibility. And then at the end of the program, we actually compete at the national level for a Forage Quiz Bowl. And seeing how proud they are of the accomplishments and what they've done has taught them that with enough motivation, they can do anything. And I see the same thing with my graduate students, that when they come in, they may be really reluctant and not really sure what they're doing. But through the program and through my mentorship, that I hope that they can see that if they put their mind to something, anything is possible. That's how I've lived my life. I've always said that, I'm really stubborn. This is what I want to do, and nothing's going to get in my way. And maybe the path has changed a little bit, but that's where I want to end up one day. And I try to relay this to my students, and I see that in my students, and I really enjoy it. So it is challenging times right now. As I mentioned earlier, I grew up on a farm that, we had to work every day on the farm to make our livelihood. I'm also now on the other side of it in academia. I am really lucky that in my position, I get to have a stable income, but still get to be in ag. That's what I love about my job. I get to work with producers, but also get to work with students, and I work for a university. And so fortunately, I'm not always I don't have to be as aware of what's going on in the world, but I think we're all affected. And what I would like to say to the producers out there, if you're struggling, or anyone for that matter, is, Extension, we're still here. We're still working. A lot of our Extension offices are still closed. But please, I'm just a phone call and email, away. All of our regional Extension agents, we've been doing everything we can. We've still been doing farm visits when we can. Please just reach out. Don't think that, just because all of this is going on that we're not available. Most of us, honestly, are looking forward to opportunities to get out of the house and get out. So I have every hope that with everything, it's cyclic, that we're going to come around and see great days ahead, and cattle prices go back up and have things better. But we're all in this together, so please don't be afraid to reach out to Extension or anyone else. Then we can help you as much as we can.